Once upon a time in the prosperous kingdom of Eldoria, ruled by the wise and compassionate King Elias, a magnificent castle stood as the heart of the realm. Under Elias's reign, the kingdom flourished, with vibrant fields and joyful citizens. However, a neighboring kingdom, led by the ambitious King Selim, cast envious eyes upon Eldoria. Once allies, the friendship between Elias and Selim had eroded, giving way to jealousy and a desire for power. As Selim plotted to expand his territory, he gathered his advisors, declaring that Elias had grown too powerful. Meanwhile, Elias remained unaware of the storm brewing across the border, focusing instead on strengthening his kingdom and fostering goodwill. His son, Prince Zain, was a kind-hearted young man who cherished his father's vision of peace. He spent his days engaging with the people, listening to their concerns and finding joy in their happiness. On the flip side, Prince Asim, Selim's son, grew up in a world where power was revered above all. Inspired by his father's ambition, he longed to prove himself in battle. As tensions escalated, the first skirmish erupted at the border, leaving both sides shaken. King Elias, witnessing the aftermath, felt deep sorrow and urged his advisors to seek peace. But King Selim dismissed such notions, rallying his forces for war. Zain, torn between loyalty to his father and his desire for peace, sought counsel from Elias, who acknowledged the harsh realities of their world. Asim, eager to prove his worth, asked Selim for command of the army, who granted him the honor. The day of battle arrived, and amidst the chaos, Zain and Asim found themselves face to face, questioning the madness of their conflict. Zain proposed unity, but Asim was torn between his ideals and his father's ambitions. Their moment was interrupted as the battle resumed, and both princes fought with heavy hearts, realizing the futility of their actions. As the day wore on, the toll of war became apparent, leading King Elias to call for a retreat, while Selim pressed on. In the aftermath, families were torn apart, and both princes returned home, haunted by the loss. Unable to accept the devastation, Zain gathered loyal subjects, envisioning a path to peace. Asim, too, felt the weight of his father's ambition and made a decision to seek Zain, hoping to explore the possibility of unity. Under the cover of night, Asim ventured into Eldoria, where he and Zain met in secret. Sharing hopes of collaboration, they devised a plan to present their vision to their fathers, believing that united, they could convince them to abandon their ambitions. Both princes approached their fathers, but faced skepticism. Despite the initial dismissal, the desire for peace began to spread among their people. Weeks passed, and Zain and Asim continued to advocate for unity, gathering support and holding secret meetings. The turning point came when they presented their vision in front of their gathered citizens, who fervently demanded an end to the war. Moved by the sight, Elias and Selim began to reconsider their positions. Elias proposed laying down their swords, while Selim insisted on maintaining strength in unity. The crowd erupted in cheers, and the groundwork for cooperation was laid. Over time, the kingdoms began to heal, with Eldoria becoming a symbol of unity. Zain and Asim worked tirelessly to foster friendships, leading to shared festivals and a sense of belonging. Yet challenges remained, as factions loyal to the old ways resisted change. The princes faced these obstacles with dialogue and understanding, striving to bridge divisions. Months turned into years, and their efforts bore fruit, leading to a thriving united realm. As Zain and Asim stood together overlooking their kingdom, they reflected on their journey. They had chosen a different path, one defined by compassion and understanding rather than conquest. The story of their kingdoms became a legendary tale, reminding future generations that unity, forged through choice and understanding, could overcome even the deepest rivalries, leading to a brighter future for all.